Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is Browns and Jets football live here at the middle of halftime. So it's just been a pretty boring game as usual with the Cleveland Browns and New York Jets. It's always been a pretty boring game, but hey, could have an exciting end here. It still is a 16-3 game. Both teams up for grabs here tonight.
And the big news, obviously, Sam Darnold has mono, so he's out for probably 3 to 5 weeks. But the backup, Trevor Siemian, you probably remember him from Denver, as a starter, 13-11, pretty good backup, comes in, gets injured. So Falk is in now, third stringer for the Jets. And I'm just not too confident he's going to be able to put up many points on this board here. The positive, I guess, for the Jets, they have the best player, I would say, on the field. You could disagree with me, but I think in Le'Veon Bell, he is the best player in this game, and he can take over a game. So you got to get him the ball often. You got to get him the ball in space, and he will make plays. But they've struggled thus far. Again, only 3 points, and there have been 4 field goals in this game already. Only 1 touchdown, Nick Chubb. But Odell Beckham, also big news, had a great catch early in the game, one-handed catch along the sideline, but they went deep to him in the end zone. It was incomplete. He fell, and then he jogged to the locker room. So we'll see what his status is. We'll keep you locked in on that. He's obviously their number 1 target, best playmaker. So it'd be great to have him back for the second half. We'll see what happens.
For sure. Well, they definitely got a better kicker, Jets.
Yeah, they've had a number of auditions. Josh Myers was their Pro Bowl kicker, and he went to Seattle.
Yes.
So, again, welcome to everybody. We appreciate you joining us. We're going to cover the second half for you. Browns at Jets, MetLife Stadium. If you could drop a like real quick, we would appreciate that. If you've not subscribed, please do that and hit the bell so that you can know when we are on. And again, we appreciate you in this stream. We're going to keep you locked in play by play and potentially have the call in studio. We'll see how it goes in the second half here. But it's great to hear from you. We appreciate the comments.
All right, ML Gaming. Jaden, how's it going? Cameron, get clutched. Mike, Alex. Yeah, very excited for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Mike, Jaden, Big Ben is done. Yep, he is done for the season. Mason Rudolph, can't wait to see him play for the Steelers. Sleeping Angels, let's go Notre Dame for Saturday. And Mike Lynch, that doesn't surprise me, the score at Rift. Yeah, definitely.
I'm pumped up for Notre Dame, Georgia. I know we're at halftime here, so I can talk a little college football with you guys. I'm telling you, that can be a big game, and nobody is buying any Notre Dame hype. We're the 7th-ranked team in the country. Georgia's coming in, 3, Aden? Number 3 in the country. Everybody, we're the spots double digits. I mean, people think they're just going to take it to us. But if you remember a couple years ago, Notre Dame was just a couple plays away from beating Georgia. So I think it's going to be a close game, and we'll have to make some plays. But we're getting back, I would say, our number 1 target, maybe number 2 behind Chase Claypool, and that is Cole Kmet, who's been out. He had a broken collarbone. This will be his first week back, and he's an absolute stud tight end. Great blocker, excellent pass catcher. He's going to be a difference maker. Hopefully he's 100% healthy. I mean, he's back in action, but you never know if they're kind of rushing him back or not. So
see you, Jaden, Alex, all my friends think I'm crazy. Think Notre Dame has a chance? I don't know. Ryan, my mom is from Philadelphia, and I'm a Jets fan.
Oh, Mike, no kidding. I didn't realize that. I have my Browns jersey on. I haven't bought a Browns jersey. Well, this will kind of show you. It is number 17, Braylon Edwards, if you remember the Michigan native. And I have Tim Couch, Deshaun Kaiser, Braylon Edwards, and then I think one more. I can't quite remember who that was, but I never buy Browns jerseys because they get traded or they leave. Nobody likes staying with the Browns. I don't know who's their longest tenured player. Phil Dawson was.
Joseph Thomas.
Okay. Phil Dawson, I know, was one of the main ones. He's a kicker, though, so you can't get the kicker's jersey. I don't know if they even sold it for crying out loud. But the Browns are going to kick this off to start the second half. They have the lead 16-3. Interesting game on a number of fronts. First of all, Greg Williams, who filled in as the interim coach last year for the Browns when Hugh Jackson was fired. He's actually the D coordinator for the Jets. And Odell Beckham Jr. had some things to say about Greg Williams. Said he encourages players to take cheap shots, and he doesn't have any respect for Greg Williams. And also Demarius Randall for the Browns said if Greg Williams would have got the job in Cleveland as their head coach, he would have demanded a trade. So some ill feelings, but we're going to start off the second half. The Browns kick it off. The Jets will return this. Caught at the 4 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20, and he'll get tackled at about the 23-yard line. Flags on the play. They will probably be bringing this one back half the distance, about probably to the 12.5-yard line if this is a hold.
Lisa Salters, we're going to send it over to her here for the Monday Night Football report.
Huh? Mike Lynch, I agree with you. Notre Dame always does a good job at making adjustments and correcting the errors, and they are a second half team. So definitely. All right, Mike Lynch, you are rooting for these Jets. I'm pulling for Le'Veon. Well, I don't know who I'm rooting for, actually. Well, anywho, we'll leave it at that. But it's the third quarter. As I said, Falk is in at quarterback. Trevor Siemian got injured. Both teams 0-1 on the season. Falk's back, and he is sacked. Oh, boy. He is sacked, and that is Myles Garrett, who is a baller. Straight up baller. He just did work on that left tackle.
Both of us had A+ performances,
So,
and we both had lost.
We both lost.
By
What?
9. Well, I lost. Jeez.
So, Myles Garrett, 2 sacks, but also roughed the passer twice. So it's 2nd and 19 from the 3-yard line. They're going to run it to Le'Veon. He is only going to get a yard, and about 3 Browns in on that tackle. And that will bring up a 3rd and long. This is dangerous territory. You know what happens if you get a hold called in the end zone. That is what, Aden? A safety. So 3rd and 17. If you remember, Myles Garrett in the 2017 draft, first pick out of Texas A&M. 3rd and 17 from inside the 5-yard line. Jets drop back, safe pass, Le'Veon Bell to the 10, to the 12, and that's where he'll get tackled. And that will bring up 4th down. They at least get it out from deep in their territory. And if you notice, well, if you're watching the game, I should say, the Jets actually painted their end zones black tonight in lieu of their jersey color, which they chose to be black this evening. Normally they're green or white, but they chose black this evening, and so are the end zones. The punt is away, end over end. Nice punt, good hang time. Catch it at the 39 to the 40 to the 45, and he'll be tracked down at the 45. And so, does anybody have any fantasy players tonight playing in this game? I think Odell and Le'Veon would be the top 2. Landry, respectable. Baker Mayfield, respectable.
No.
Browns defense, maybe. Anybody have fantasy players in the game tonight?
I don't hate Le'Veon Bell as much.
Yeah. Le'Veon came out and shared why he held out. And he said he wanted to get to that next contract because the Steelers wouldn't pay him. So he really wanted to get to that next contract to get guaranteed money and so forth. And he was afraid he was going to get injured. So he told the Steelers, hey, I want guaranteed money. I want a new contract. They said no. Let's wait till after the season. But he was nervous that he could get hurt. So he sat out the year, got the guaranteed contract, and making some big bucks in New York. So how many? So anywho, that's what Le'Veon Bell said. Antonio Brown is a whole other story. I don't know what's going on with him. He just seems like there's division and controversy surrounding him, and you have to think that he brings a lot of that on himself. So I feel bad at some things that have transpired, but it seems like he is the root of some of these problems. So we'll see how it turns out. If someone can succeed, it would be in New England with Coach Belichick, and he's going to give him a chance. And Drew Rosenhaus, I believe, is his agent, who talked to the media and the Patriots organization and said, hey, we know the expectations, and Antonio is going to live up to those. So we'll see if it happens. He caught a touchdown in his debut, had some catches. Looked good for only being with the Patriots for about a week and trying to get to know that playbook. And they say they have a pretty intense offense and playbook, and so good for him. Hopefully, well, I'll leave it at that. So the Browns, great field position. They start at their own 45. Baker will be under center. Chubb in the backfield. He will fake it. Play action. Looking left, looking to the right now. Throws it out of bounds. Nothing there. The Jets, Aden, don't you think it's interesting how they drop one or two safeties 25 yards off the ball?
But it's been working.
Yeah, Greg Williams is known for that.
Ian Book be back next year? I highly doubt it. And if not, thoughts on our future with Phil
Jerkovic, yeah, I think he'll look good. Coach Kelly said he didn't play more this past game because I think he had a thigh contusion, is what Kelly stated, Coach Kelly. But he was hoping he'd get more playing time, but they didn't want to risk further injury, so they just wanted to see him out there. Baker Mayfield hands it off on 2nd and 10. Chubb to the outside. He gets 5 yards, 10 yards. Oh, pushed out. Let's see. Oh, they're only going to give him 8. Not sure on that spot, but that's what they'll give him. It'll bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and about 2, 12:34 and counting left to go in this third quarter. Got the edge, and boy, I thought he almost had that first down, but apparently not. So Odell Beckham Jr. back in the game. Chubb comes off for a quick breather. Jarvis Landry in motion. They're going to try to throw it. He wasn't open. Baker's going to try to run for it, and he gets crushed. Boy, oh boy, I wouldn't have wanted to take that hit. Hewitt says, wow, what a play. Man, oh man. So that'll bring up 4th down. They're in Jets territory. The Browns will have a decision to make. I'm sure with the way the Jets have been playing offense, the Browns will try to pin him inside the 10. What grade did I get? So the Browns are going for it. What are they doing? 4th and 4. They're probably just trying to draw him off sides, is my guess.
A+.
And that's what they...
See, A+ is because you got lucky.
So try to draw him off. They'll take the 5 yards, I believe. Well, yeah, they'll take the 5-yard penalty. give themselves a little bit more room to punt. Freddie Kitchens, not too impressive in his opening debut last week. I believe 18 penalties, over 200 yards in penalties. Not the way you want to start. Very undisciplined. And you have to point to one person, and that's the head coach.
For sure.
So the Browns still have some penalty problems tonight. The punt is away.
The Scottish Baker.
Fair caught at the 12. Maybe the 13 by
Jose Barrios.
Barrios.
And here comes out Luke Walton.
Luke Falk, the backup quarterback.
Yep.
Aden played some quarterback this summer.
He backs up the backups.
Yeah. I think Aden could get in there. So. Well, guys, we need to get your predictions on the score here. So, let us know what you got going here. What are your predictions? I think I could, Mike. I can throw the ball pretty accurately. And so, we'll see. Mike, are you a quarterback? So we're on commercial break here. As you see, the score 16-3. All right, Mike.
All right.
16-3. Browns have the lead. They have the momentum, but they don't have the ball.
And they don't have the talent.
I mean, if you can't beat the Jets, no offense, Mike, but with their third-string quarterback, and without their best linebacker, C.J. Mosley, if you can't beat that team, I'm not sure who you can beat. Well, I actually do know one team you could beat. That's the Miami Dolphins. I think your fourth-grade midget league team could contend with when you played back in the day.
Are the Dolphins going to go 0-16?
Yeah.
No.
What'd they lose this week? 43-0?
Yeah.
And what'd they lose the week before that? 55 to
66 to 10. 63 to 10. Come on. Alrighty. Steve Wilkinson.
Steve Wilkes,
Oh.
the D coordinator for the Browns.
He was the
actually
head coach of the Cardinals last week.
Yeah. So again, welcome, Mike. Fair point.
Mike says at least I'm not balding.
I'm not balding yet.
Yeah,
I'm just
you are.
like my hair cut short.
No, that's not true at all.
All right, Falk, drop it back,
Why do you
and there's a
think you have
penalty
no
flag,
hair in the front?
and false start. Funny story, real quick for you guys. Between the plays, I was at a wedding and a rehearsal dinner, and the flower girl came up to me and said, "My hair doesn't look like it grows." I didn't know what to say to her, and I just said, "Yeah, you're probably right." But little kids say the funniest things. She was 5 years old. I'm going gray, Ryan. All right. Would you rather go gray or bald? All right. Falk back on 1st and 15. He's looking. He is like a deer in the headlights back there. I mean, you can tell he's just nervous as can be. There's
Garrett again.
third sack for Garrett. The left tackle has his work cut out,
Kelvin B. Chum.
and he is just getting mauled by Garrett. Now, a lot of times, Aden, what would make sense if a guy is beating you one-on-one on the outside?
You double team him.
Or you put a running back to that side to block him. The Jets haven't done that. Le'Veon Bell gets a carry, and there's a little hole, and he'll get about 5-6 yards on that carry to bring up a manageable third down. Well, I guess it's not really manageable, to be honest, but
Wait, seriously, Alex? Steelers have traded a first-round pick to the Dolphins for Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. They did! The Steelers get Minkah Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's
They
huge.
don't have an offense, though.
Yeah, we do. We got Rudolph.
Minkah Fitzpatrick, isn't he a cornerback?
Yeah.
And there's a little short pass, and that's going to be 4th down and about 6 for the Jets, so they're going to be forced to punt again pretty deep in their territory. So the big trade Alex Perry brings to us, Steelers have traded a first-round pick for Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Here we go. Another punt. Le'Veon Bell needs to get one more point, and I win in my one fantasy league here.
So Laken Edwards will punt to Jarvis Landry. The punt is away, almost running into the kicker. Nice punt. Did he? Oh. Jarvis Landry, it bounced out of bounds. He tried to pick it up one-handed with one hand and run it down the sideline, but they said it was out of bounds.
Do you guys know that Myles Garrett is actually a boxing star? He boxed with the star Stipe Miocic, the UFC heavyweight champion, and he's actually at the game today in New Jersey, in East Rutherford. One of the best UCF fighters in the world, and he wrestled with Myles Garrett the other day. And it probably was pretty fun.
All right. Nick Chubb in the backfield. Baker under center.
Thanks, Alex, for that news.
Beckham.
Got it from Adam Schefter on Twitter.
And Chubb gets about 1.5 yards on that. The Jets are playing pretty good defense. Their offense is just, they're going 3 and out, and so their defense has been on the field here. They have a man down.
Oh, but see. Luxor. My family does a Thanksgiving touch football game every year, Ryan, on the QB for one team.
Sweet, Mike. Can I come and be the quarterback for the other team?
You're weird.
So, here we go. Baker Mayfield, 2nd and 8. Browns 4 sacks on the night, not too shabby. Baker has 150 yards passing. The Jets have -12. So here we go. 2nd and 8. Baker, shotgun set. Chubb to his right, drops back, looking downfield, has Chubb.
Woo.
Gets a 4-yard carry, or 4-yard reception, I'm sorry. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. You can tell Odell wants that ball. The Browns just need to get him the ball. I mean, bubble screens, sweeps, jet sweep, whatever. They got to get him the ball. I don't know what they're doing. Nick Chubb comes out. Hilliard's in on 3rd down.
They're showing Nick Chubb's memory of his family growing up in Georgia. And, yeah.
Need you on the Jets, says Mike. Here we go.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, 3rd and 4. Is that a timeout, Aden, or is it a flag? Flag. Delay of game.
Offense. Number 6. Repeat 3rd down.
The Browns, another penalty. And as I said, that's what lost him that first game. I mean, you can't overcome. All right.
Yeah.
You can't overcome 18 penalties.
Yeah. Thoughts on the trade? Oh, I'm so excited. That's gonna help our weak secondary so much. So much.
All right. Just move over here. Baker Mayfield, 3rd and 9.
The shake.
Nothing on the left.
cake,
Going to the right.
The rake.
Throwing it downfield.
The wake. And
Jarvis
it's
Landry's out.
complete.
If the Browns can't put up many points on the Jets, they're going to have trouble against any other team.
I'm just making sure it's clean.
So the Browns don't look good. Another possession here. The Jets look like they're going to try to block this. Woo! And they got to him, but barely missed it. And the Jets are going to run it. Oh, and they're Barrios.
See you, Alex, Saturday night for Notre Dame and Georgia.
All right, Alex. After these messages, we'll be right back. So, how's Paul doing?
We'll be right back after a word from your local sponsor. Let me just pull up your local sponsor here. Let's see, which one is it? This one? Alrighty.
All right, come on.
Alright, so the word from your local sponsor.
Tell us if you guys like this.
Here's your local sponsor for the day. Are you looking for fast, free insurance? Call this guy. He's got one tooth missing. And
offer some gap insurance.
Yep, that'll be that's our word from your local sponsor, Rico Rodriguez.
All right. We'll take away our local sponsor. Thank you, Rico. And we're back.
Alrighty, Rico is gone.
See ya, Alex. So, NFL this week, some pretty good games. What did you think about the Falcons?
Pretty horrible game.
What did you think about
Just
Julio?
kidding. It was great. Julio Jones game-winning touchdown. Eagles can't fly.
So here we go, MetLife Stadium, 16-3, 7:10 left in the third. Falk with the ball. Play action.
Deep.
Looking deep. One-on-one coverage. He got it to the 35-yard line.
Denzel Ward lost
That
coverage,
is
and
Robbie
Robbie Anderson
Anderson.
makes a great play. Denzel Ward was following Anderson the whole way. Anderson took a quick stop, and Robbie Anderson, being the elusive deep threat receiver he is, makes that toe tap catch on the sideline, beats Denzel Ward. Beautiful play by Robbie Anderson.
They will run it to Le'Veon about a yard and a half. Now, folks, you guys got to type in and look up Robbie Anderson's chain. He wore it to the game. His outfit was pretty colorful, and he had this chain. It was pretty thick, and it said RA on it at the bottom. Pretty legit. So you'll have to check it out. Good old Robbie Anderson, best receiver on the Jets. So, Falk, 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line, Browns territory, 6:18 and counting. Screen to Le'Veon, and that goes for 3 yards.
And a third down
3.5.
manageable 6 here for the Jets in Browns territory. So, Mike, do you think that the Jets will score here, or do you think they'll have to be kicking out a field goal or turnover or whatever?
A field goal is not going to do anything for them. They know that they have to score a touchdown here. even if you get 3 or 4 yards here, that'll bring up a manageable 4th down. I just don't. I mean, I guess you gotta kick the field goal if it's 3 yards or further. But here we go, 3rd and 5. Falk got his man.
Roberto Anderson once again
To the 20-yard line. He's saying, "What's up? You better respect me." So Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson.
All right, 1st down for the Jets of New Jersey.
Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down,
Luke Falk,
Jets.
6 of 7, 67 yards.
Tip of the Browns red zone at the 20. Marshall Falk.
Screenplay.
There he goes.
That's
That's not
not
Le'Veon. That's Tyson Montgomery. And Montgomery on the halfback slip screen will get about 4 yards. And it is 2nd and 6 here for the New York Jets. At the Cleveland Browns 16-yard line.
So some big plays here. The Jets need to get it in the end zone. Folks, they are 2 touchdowns away from having the lead. If they can score here and make it a 1-possession game, that'll put some pressure on the Browns. They're at the 16-yard line. 2nd and 6. Falk in the shotgun. They are handing it off to Le'Veon. He picks up a good 4 yards. It's 3rd and 2, folks. This is a huge play, the biggest play thus far in the game. 4:22 and counting, and the Jets are driving.
Why would they go for 2, Mike?
Yeah, they won't go for 2. But they'll just go for the extra point here. So here we go, folks. Biggest play of the game. 3rd and 2. Under 4 minutes left in the 3rd. The snap is back. Falk surveying the field. Throws it. And he's pushed out, incomplete. Robbie Anderson caught it in the end zone but was pushed out. That's going to bring up 4th and 2. I think you got to go for it. You're this far down there. A field goal doesn't do much for you. You still need 2 scores after that. They're not moving the ball other than this possession. They're going for it, folks, as I said. Here we go. 4th and 2. Get on your feet, fans.
Shut the heck up.
So, here we go. 4th and 2.
4th down and
This is the game.
not the game at all. Le'Veon.
Le'Veon Bell gets it.
Oh.
He looks a half yard short. That'll be Browns football. That was just too slow developing. Le'Veon Bell comes in motion, and they throw it to him on the other side of the field. It was just, it was way too slow. Le'Veon did his best, clearly short by a half a yard. That hurts. That hurts. So, 16-3. Browns will take it over at their own 10-yard line. The Jets are going to need to stop it and score a touchdown. I don't, to stay in this game. They're already down 2 scores, 13 points, as you can see on the screen here. So we appreciate everybody tuning in with us this evening. Feel free to like this stream. Subscribe if you have not done so, and we'll keep things rolling for you guys. Can you scroll up a little bit? Go choose.
Some USC.
Huh?
UCF fighting.
USC? You got college football in your mind, son. Some father and son love. Where's Bob? All right. All right.
All Looks like he chickened out. He's always been a little wimp his whole life, so. Alrighty, here we go. We are back. Fourth quarter will be a show. Yeah, I'm hoping. For sure. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna slide the puppy down here just a little bit. Yeah. Alrighty. And now we are good! Odell Beckham comes in and has an 89-yard touchdown return. Not return, but reception. Are you kidding me? What a play. When the Browns are now back in business in New York. What a play. Odell Beckham, 89 yards. Jeez, where was the coverage? And I think, friends, that my fantasy day is now over in one of my Yahoo leagues. For sure. Odell Beckham comes in for one play. It just obliterates the defense, and the Browns are going to go up another touchdown as Odell Beckham. Wowie. Their first explosive play of the new season, and the Browns are just minutes away from getting their first win in a long time. See ya, Mike. Alrighty, guys, we're actually just going to end the stream. This game is over. Thank you guys all for watching. If you're new, please like and subscribe and click the bell to know whenever we are live. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys Saturday for Georgia and Notre Dame. See you guys then.